Howdy, folks. Welcome to this week's episode of This Week Unloaded. Ironically enough, I am forgetting what my own show is called. Tonight we have with us Mr. Crazy Scotsman. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing good, brother. Glad to be here. Appreciate the invite. Cunt.
And next to him we have Night Strike.
Hey, thanks for the invite.
Let's not go there. All right. And next to him we have Mr. John Z, who is still stuck behind enemy lines, unlike Rick.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. How's everybody? Thanks for the invite. Glad to be here.
And making his show debut, the Kingpin himself, David Bowling. How are you tonight, David?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Yep, no problem. So before we get started on the bracket, have any of you guys seen what's going on with Trump and Saudi Arabia by any chance?
What's he saying over there?
Oh man, it has to do with the reporter that disappeared. Apparently, Turkey is saying they got evidence that this guy was killed, and now Trump's saying that if it's true, that we have to do something to punish the Saudis, but we're still going to do the weapons deal because he's afraid it'll hurt the economy. So, what are y'all's take on that one? Oh, and by the way, the Saudis have also responded that Trump were to punish them in any way, shape, or form, they would retaliate. So, anybody got any thoughts on that before we get started?
It'll probably be a petroleum type of tariff war. Obviously, Saudi's not gonna. They don't have an army to speak of, so it's not like they're any type of military threat. So they'll just, puff each other's feathers up and jack up oil prices left and right.
Yeah, that was my thought as well. But Trump.
Yeah, we have more an army in California, and you know how California is, so that says a lot.
Yeah, and when they said that they were going to retaliate, Trump came back with, "Go ahead, we could just build up our own energy production here, and who cares what you do?" Essentially, is what he told them.
Well, we already produce more natural gas and oil than they do anyway.
And look at it this way: he's not wrong in the sense that electric cars and electric vehicles are starting to be more the norm now. And yes, I know there's issues with some of the companies, but regardless, if we could come up with some way to, take a section of the nation and we could, remember what Tesla said, Elon Musk. If we take just one small part of the United States and just turn it into just one giant row of solar panels, we could literally power the entire country.
Well, plus,
by just one small section.
If the Americans decide to not be Saudi Arabia's military anymore, about 5 minutes later, the Iranians will invade them.
Yep.
So it's not like this is going to go too far because they have zero way to defend themselves.
Well, I don't know if I would go that far because we did have all the oil issues in the 70s that were caused by OPEC, led mainly by the Saudis. So there's that as well. But,
yeah, that's true.
But you also had a president in the White House who wasn't willing to tap into the country's natural resources the way Trump was saying that, yeah, you go ahead, we'll just use our own natural resources that we already have that we're not using yet.
That's what I don't get. I know some of it is part of the reserve, but I don't understand, why do we have a reserve yet we have untapped resources that we haven't used yet? What's the point of leaving them lying there?
The reserve,
I don't understand that.
Well, it was in case the Saudis did what they did in the 70s.
And they've been doing that.
Well, hold on.
We didn't have the massive reserve we have now then.
Think about this too, though, and it was, and Rich said this a minute ago. The past presidents didn't step up and do anything to where we could use those resources we already have. Now, of course, we have a backup resource, but we have resources that are untapped because those past presidents didn't step up. All they do is go over and fucking make deals with other countries and screw us.
Yeah.
I-
And I'm
If
wondering
the
if Trump's planning on, if the Saudis were to do something to finally open up the Anwar reserve oil field that's up there, which is bigger than anything the Saudis have anyway.
Vanessa Kitty is asking, does anybody have solar panels on their property? As well as she makes a statement, a critical reserve U.S. technically for our military defense.
And natural disaster. It has been open before in cases of natural disaster, like when Katrina hit New Orleans and
Correct.
oil refineries in Texas. They did open up some of that reserve for use to try and keep the oil prices down from those refineries being shut down.
the strongest point that the Saudis could probably take, which I don't think that they could take due to the balance that the American economy uh, allows the world to see, is stop the petrodollar. If they would trade oil in something besides the US dollar, that would be devastating to our economy. But then again, anything devastating to the American economy is going to reverberate through the entire world.
Correct.
Yeah, and it may hike up the prices in other countries, and they, yeah, I hate to say this, but just because they decide to punish the United States, if they, again, like David said, if they try to do something like that with against the petrodollar or whatever, the issue is other countries' economies are going to tank too, and well, I don't know. Unless you're part of OPEC, you might. Saudi Arabia might get declared war on by a couple other countries because their economies have gone down the shitter because of Saudi Arabia's actions. They're not going to blame the United States because the United States was the one that did it.
It's really a mirror image of the Chinese quote unquote tariff wars that Trump is waging now. The Chinese economy is based all on American consumerism. So if you don't want to make iPhones, fine. We're going to pay another $150 for an iPhone that's made in America. What are you going to make your money on, China? Nobody in Russia is buying iPhones. Nobody in Pakistan is buying iPhones. So it's just like the same thing with the Saudis is going to be the same thing with China.
There actually are people in Russia that have iPhones. Yeah,
At the level of American consumerism,
yeah, but there's a lot of people that actually do have iPhones in Russia.
Stuff up there all the time.
Not as
right,
many as we have here, but I mean, but there's an Apple store in Russia.
yeah, I get that, but I'm talking about at the
I
level
get what your point was. I was just,
no.
I was just pointing out that but there are people that do have them, but not like I said. I was actually saying, but not to the level we have here. So that's all I was. Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be it's a dangerous game for consumers until it gets worked out because while they're butting heads, we're going to be the ones paying the price for it.
Yeah. And this guy, who this is all over in the first place, knew what was going to happen to him if he went to this embassy or a consulate in Turkey, and he went anyway.
Well, if the Turkish government, they say that they have audio and video footage of the actual crime. I mean, right there, if it's that clear and precise, you bring in the top.
Well, it's not just Turks. Like I forgot about this, and Kevin, the Tech Daddy, pointed out there in the chat. They actually were able to get into his iPhone. I mean, not his iPhone, but his iWatch, and it was recording when he allegedly was killed. And there's supposedly audio from his iWatch of it that is available that they got a hold of. In addition to what the Turks are saying they have.
It all to me sounds like Donald Trump has just made a distraction to make us all stop thinking about the Russia investigation.
Wise guy.
I thought that's what the Kavanaugh thing was.
Well, that too, yeah. Donald Trump's a crafty man, but he's the dumbest guy ever.
Yeah. I just thought that was interesting.
That's what I like.
The only thing I could see the Saudis possibly doing would be kicking out our military from the air base that we have that's over there.
Right, but then they leave themselves vulnerable.
Yeah, but I don't know if they care. And another interesting consequence about this is coming up in a couple weeks, you have the WWE running a big wrestling pay-per-view from over in Riyadh. And now you got calls from the Senate and the House for them to cancel the show. What are your thoughts on that? Because if they were to cancel, they could get hit with what am I thinking of? Breaking their contract, because they have a contract with the Saudi government to do 10 shows over there. What are your
So let
thoughts?
them break the contract and get paid for it. So what?
No,
You know,
you'd be Saudi Arabia for breach of contract.
Right, but that's not on the people in Saudi Arabia or the people that went there to see it. That's on the government itself. Let them.
It's the government.
Let the people.
It's the government that they're putting the show on for. The Saudi Crown Prince is a big Attitude Era WWE wrestling fan.
So the people that he invites, if there's no show, they'll be mad at him. They won't be mad at the WWE. Let them break the contract. The WWE will get paid, and they'll do the show somewhere else. Big deal.
No, they won't. That's the problem. If they break the contract, the Saudi government's going to sue them for breach of contract.
I thought you were saying the government was going to break the contract.
No, he was saying if the WWE chooses not to go.
Oh, okay. Well, then the Prince of Saudi Arabia needs to make it so that they do go. That's it.
Well, what is the problem? Is the problem going over there and having a show because this cloud of shadiness is over top of them right now, or are they worried that the Saudis are going to kidnap the wrestlers?
No, because of what happened with the guy in the Turkish embassy.
So it's just showing solidarity. We're not going to do a show for you until this is squared away.
That's what the Senate and members of the Senate and the House want them to do. They want them to break the contract. They literally called in Linda McMahon, who has resigned from the WWE, and yelled at her about them going over there to do a show.
Why would they even agree to do a show over there anyway?
Gobs of money.
Money?
Gobs and gobs of it.
Yeah.
There's not enough money in the world that would get me to go to some place that creates terrorists.
Well, when you're getting paid as much as what they were getting paid.
No, I'm good.
I know a guy that's been to Saudi Arabia a couple times, and ex-military guy, and he said like your tourist area is some of the best places you could want to go, but deep inside, that they're one of the most oppressive governments there is. So I guess it's kind of like a Las Vegas thing. You got your glitz and glamour, and then
are they going to make the wrestlers wear burqas?
No, the female wrestlers aren't allowed to compete in Saudi Arabia.
No, I'm talking about the male wrestlers.
No, they don't care about the men. It's just
that right there would have been enough for me as Vince McMahon to say, well, we're not coming. If my females can't come and do what they do.
The last time they went over to Saudi Arabia, there was a big backlash because the women weren't there. So what they did this time is they're putting on a women's pay-per-view in the United States separate from the men's pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia.
That sounds like caving to me. I would have told Saudi Arabia to take a hike. If my women can't come to Saudi Arabia, then I'm not coming either.
Right. You either accept everybody or nobody. It's simple as that.
They're still getting a bunch of heat for that.
It sounds like to me like Saudi Arabians are just being cunts.
As usual.
It happened here in Vegas this weekend. During the Conor McGregor fight.
They follow over there, so I mean.
What happened in Vegas?
Well, Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's from Dagestan and he's Muslim. And when he walked out to the ring girls covered themselves up because he's Muslim. But, I mean, how many other Jewish or Hindu or Buddhist or Christians have walked to the ring and the girls they didn't cover themselves up? This is the United States. Don't cover yourself up because that guy's Muslim.
Yeah. Fuck it.
They get pissed off. Tell them this. You're in fucking America. You're not in fucking Islam or the Middle East. You're in the United States of fucking A.
Here's the going back to the whole why the women can't come to Saudi Arabia. They did a show in Dubai last year where the women just wore clothes that, like Power Ranger outfits, and they were allowed to compete like that. Why can't the Saudis do that concession?
So they'll just make a show for Power Rangers.
And see, I would be willing to concede a costume change, a little bit more material, but no girls at all. Nobody's coming. If the girls can't come, nobody's coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what they should have said to the Saudis. They should have came back to the Saudis when the Saudis said that. Well, what about if we have them dressed like we had them dressed for the Dubai show, where they basically were just wearing like the outfit like what Power Rangers or something like that would wear. And I guess if they did, the Saudis probably told them no. But yeah, it's retarded.
When are you wonderful people going to learn that I don't check my email unless I know there's something coming?
You knew something was coming.
Well, if you weren't such a cunt, you would check your email.
He's such an important person now because he's working for PSA. So we have to.
Not all of us can work at PSA, okay?
You're
Yeah,
supposed
Elvis.
to end the sentence with that, Scotsman.
There's this wonderful thing called gun channels. And most of you guys are members. All of you guys are members.
And speaking of gun channels, if you're not a member of gun channels, go ahead and sign up on gunchannels.com. It's free to join.
Guntube.org.
If you send the message through gun channels, I get it instantly. Because
I put the
read through email as well, especially when you should have known to be expecting it because I told you.
Alice,
I've slept since
Alice,
then.
stop. Just stop, dude. Just stop.
Enough with the excuses, Ellis. We can't take it anymore.
Because you expressly told me to email you a link, not message you on channels. You expressly said to email you a link for the show.
Well, that's just a figure of speech with me. And Scotsman, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck you too, cunt.
There you go.
Okay.
What are we talking about, guys? What's the topic of conversation?
We were, you missed it. We were having a wrestling conversation.
Well, we can always talk about that.
Well, I think we have a bracket, but that
Yeah, we have a
bracket
bracket that we were going to get to now.
that bracket is something special.
Sort of like you.
Who knows the bracket?
Yes, I know the bracket.
And screen sharing still is not working.
Well, you're dealing with YouTube. Are you expecting anything different? Google, YouTube,
It would be nice if something would work for once.
same monster, different name.
Yeah.
So, guys, here's an update. I officially have my schedule, and I start working Wednesday.
Awesome.
So,
Is that when you start, getting the training and whatnot done?
there is apparently no training. I go straight in and go straight to work.
Okay.
Screen sharing is not working. Beautiful.
Well, we can take your word for it. We trust you a little bit.
Yeah, and if anyone,
Wait. We do?
If anyone in the external doesn't, then you're a cunt.
Wait a minute, Night Strider.
Everybody's probably wondering where this
I have seen you shoot, and I trust you. So,
Oh, come on. I'm not that bad a shot.
We've all seen the results.
We've seen you shoot live. Yes, you are.
Come on. That's not fair.
It is fair. You shot live. What do you expect?
You shot live on YouTube.
You guys suck.
No, you suck.
No, you suck.
I could tell PSA to misplace your address and email and all that stuff.
Don't you dare.
You don't want to send him that stuff. He don't need it.
Vanessa's asking, what kind of position did you get hired for?
I am a salesperson. Well, no, there's no single clerk. Everybody does everything in the store. So I'm basically a do-it-all.
He's a gopher.
Speaking
It's
of
real
PSA.
simple, Vanessa. His title is bitch.
Pretty much.
And just in case Midnight Range TM is listening, Inside Freedom is making jalapeno bacon, onion, and Vermont white cheddar omelets. And Vanessa Kitty has a nice pork ready, almost ready to eat.
Or not. He has a link and he didn't show up. He's a cunt too.
Dang it, Midnight.
This is all, by the way, the massive use of the C word tonight is brought to you by the Crazy Scotsman.
You're welcome.
Who is a cunt?
Wait, you have to sound like the what's his name? The vampire from Sesame Street when you say that.
The Count.
You're welcome, cunts.
Gun starts with the C.
Wow, that was.
You know, the Scotsman is not just a cunt. He's a smelly cunt.
Oh,
How would you know?
How the fuck would you know?
Where is Ellis placing his nose?
Rotten tuna.
That's the last time you get any fucking special links or fucking deals. Fuck you.
Officially gone off the rails, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Scotsman, I'd be careful where I throw out my laundry. You might find Ellis sniffing in your dirty drawers.
No shit.
Not gonna
I know,
happen.
All right, you people are out of control.
Hey,
Hey,
What's up,
Yeah.
dude?
you
Yeah,
people
Gary
comment.
shows up.
hashtag give him the bird.
You commie cunt.
Bird,
You're just in time for the bracket, Gary.
what kind of bracket we got going on?
80s power ballads.
Okay.
And I would screen share, but it ain't working.
Turn your
Wait a minute.
bandwidth up.
Is it not working for everybody, or is it just not working for you?
Not working at all.
You
Probably
gotta
'cause
turn your
you're
bandwidth up.
It is at max already.
Well,
Working for me.
there it is. I see it. It works.
Yeah, it's not working for me.
No, it's working right now. We see it.
Yeah, I
no,
don't
you
see
see
it.
him sharing his screen, but there's no bracket
Yeah,
there.
there's no bracket on there.
You see the bracket now?
No.
No, that was Alice. Fucking
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
dang
was-
it,
I was
Ellis.
like, what are you talking about? It's not working.
Alice, quit being a cunt.
I would know if it was working because it would say that it was
Hey,
working.
hey, Rich, if you want to send it to me, I'll screen share it for everybody.
Yeah, that's the problem. The website, I can't send it to you.
What is it called?
No, John, I can't send it to you.
No, he literally can't send it. It's,
Pornhub.com or something like that.
I'm gonna screen share something, so give me something to share.
Woo! Pornhub.
All right.
How am I
Rich.
going to screen share it for you if I can't screen share?
What
Scotsman,
is
we know why you go to Pornhub.
Rich? Where would I go
Look,
to find it so I could screen share it for you?
You can't.
For top
Oh, you
level
mean it's your-
entertainment, just screen share all my videos.
Okay.
Everybody will go to sleep.
You can't.
All right, move on. Let's
So
get,
it's your website, so I can't share it.
get
Got
to
it.
the
Okay.
point. Let's go. Come on, people. Come on.
All right.
Whose show is this?
This show's gone off the rails before you ever got here.
I'm trying to help out my brother and get this shit on fucking track.
Okay, so for the first entry, we have Faithfully by Journey versus I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner.
I want to know what love is.
Now, we will
you to show me.
we will start with the Foreigner in the chat. Scotsman, Journey, or Foreigner?
I'm gonna have to go with Journey, dude. It's classic.
Dinner's done. I heard you.
Yay, dinner's done.
Dinner's
I
done.
heard you.
Woo!
Good, I'm hungry.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to go with Journey. It's a classic.
yeah. Okay, Outlaw, we have one for Journey. Foreigner or Journey?
God, I hate Foreigner. I'm going Journey.
Two for Journey. Night Strike?
Foreigner or Journey? Which Journey song again?
Faithfully.
I like Separate Ways better, but I'll go Journey.
All right, that's 3 for Journey. John,
What's the other song again?
I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner.
Journey.
That's 4. Well, we know who the winner is at this point.
Nobody wants to know what love is.
Gary, just for completeness.
Journey, all the way.
David,
I gotta go Foreigner. I want to know what love is.
I can't help you there, brother.
You want
David,
I mean,
David,
I want to
David,
know
in
what
all,
love
in
is.
all seriousness, David, in all seriousness, brother, quit being a cunt.
What is it
Journey
with you
takes
and
that
cunt?
one.
Every word, every sentence has to end with cunt tonight.
Well, if you had showed up on time, you would understand what's going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not sure I want to understand.
Well, that's why you're a cunt.
Yeah, you might
didn't
not.
say you'd eat a bowl of dicks yet.
Yeah,
And,
this is true.
Kevin the Tack Daddy over on Match Chat earlier told everybody that they and their mothers can eat a bag of dicks, so it's close.
You did?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he was heated.
He got a little upset that people were poking fun at him.
Yeah.
Who got him mad?
Tat Daddy.
He didn't get a little mad.
he
He was
That
a
was-
lot mad.
was a lot mad.
I started listening to it and I heard him talk so much. I looked at my computer just to make sure I was watching Never Enough Ammo.
Kev, if you're still out there, say something.
No, he's not.
We know we're not talking behind your back because I know you're right.
Let me type it in and see.
Apparently, the crowd was with us.
Yeah,
to
he's
say
there.
David as well.
Mm.
We got a few people out there also saying Journey. So
Well, that's because they have taste.
Wait,
yeah,
did you-
my daughter. Yeah, I don't know if you heard. My daughter was saying she also would have said Journey. So.
Say Night Strike ain't gonna vote for anybody named Foreigner.
Well, Insight. I only had 16 slots, man. I was making this up, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to go to 32. And I was like, no,
Wait a
because I'm gonna do it all night, so I just kept it at 16.
Why isn't Insight in here with us?
Because I don't.
Why isn't Insight on gun channels?
If somebody has Insight's email, they can send him a link, and he can.
Well, by God, give me 2 seconds.
I was gonna say, hold on, I can send him an email if you want. Shit.
Yeah, somebody's
He's still on his honeymoon or something?
We,
I thought email was
we can damn sure get Insight in here.
Well, according to Vanessa Kitty, we need food and we're hungry, so she's making a big bowl of everything for us right now.
So I'm not a big bowl of dicks. I'm good.
Yep, that's what she's making.
And we know from Scotsman and Alan B Pro, Janet Gabe, Rich 4150 chats, and everything else that there are companies out there that actually make gummy dicks. So you
Yes,
can
they do.
full of dick.
Unfortunately, that is true. That is very true. It almost
Always
brings a
true.
tear to your eye because you go, "Holy shit, really?"
What was it that-
Dirty Deep Then Dirt Cheap 80s ballad.
All right, bracket number 2. Let's go, man.
All right, next we got Love Bites by Def Leppard versus Patience by Guns N' Roses, 2 heavyweights from the 80s. And this time we'll start at the other end. David?
Guns N' Roses.
All right. Gary?
Guns N' Roses.
John?
Guns N' Roses, baby.
Night Strike?
Def Leppard, man, all the way.
God,
What's your
Night Strike.
boy?
You never, ever vote against Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan.
I don't care. You still don't vote against them. It's Guns N'
I'm
Roses.
sorry. Def Leppard is awesome.
All
Def
right.
Leppard might be alright, but they're not better than Guns N' Roses.
I'm going to ask you, Scotsman?
Fuck, Guns N' Roses, cunt.
I'll have to go with that too, you cocksucker. So we got Guns N' Roses winning. And they may be making a second appearance later on.
Oh, they
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I will keep my mouth shut.
Please do, because we got to make this shit quick. I got my show coming up too, and we gotta get this shit over with.
But your show sucks. So
Fuck you. Cut.
Hey, hey, Night
Alex
Strike.
carried
Night
himself.
Strike. We got a question for you on the Gun Channel side from Calaveras
shit.
about uploading a new video to GunTube.
Apparently-
he won this?
Wait a minute, guys. I owe somebody an apology real quick.
You owe everybody an apology.
Well, I'm sorry to y'all, but I owe somebody else an apology. I said that Scotsman's show sucked, but it really doesn't because Alan's there to keep things on the level. Alan's
Fuck
pretty good.
you, cunt.
Okay.
I
You
don't
know
know.
what we need right now? You know what we need right now, folks? We need some Silent Lucidity by Queensryche going against Sister Christian by Night Ranger. Scotsman,
I'm sorry. Say that again, dude.
we have Silent Lucidity by Queensryche going against Sister Christian by Night Ranger.
Ooh, Queensryche.
Ellis,
Queensryche.
Night Strike.
Queensryche, no question.
John,
Night Ranger sounds cool, but I've heard of Queensryche, so Queensryche.
Gary,
I'm gonna go with Night Ranger.
okay, David,
Queensryche.
and I'm going Queensryche also. The Silent Lucidity was my daughter's lullaby, so you know.
I like both songs, so
All right. Next, we have Angel by Aerosmith versus With or Without You by U2. David?
Ooh.
Oh man, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go with U2 on this one.
All right. Gary?
Yeah, I gotta go U2 with this one.
John?
U2.
Night Strike?
I'm gonna have to go U2.
Ellis?
I cannot believe you people went with that whiny ass Bono over Steve Tyler. Man, I'm going Aerosmith.
Better than some guy wearing nail polish and dressed up with makeup and
Leave
lipstick.
Night Strike alone.
Doctor?
80 years old.
Okay, guys, let's Scotsman pick.
Man, that's a tough one. Do you go with the guy with long hair that sings like a girl, or do you go with the guy with short hair that looks like a girl? That's a tough one.
Got sunglasses, so it's okay.
Oof.
Bono.
You know, it's a tough call, but
Scotsman, walk this way, brother.
you know,
Yeah, dude looks like a lady.
Alice, if you showed up on time, I might walk that way. But since you're late, bitch, I'm going U2.
All right. I would have went Aerosmith, but U2 wins it anyway. So, yeah.
Well, at least somebody's got some taste in here.
Yeah, I love both songs, Ellis. I had to, since I was one doing the bracket, I already knew who I was picking on that one. But man, I was debating with myself, like, which one is I pick? Okay.
Well, Alice, don't be late, man. Don't be late.
Yeah.
If I'm late, I'm sorry. It's just one of those things that happens.
Next, we have Every Rose Has a Thorn by Poison going against Never Say Goodbye by Bon Jovi. And I believe, David, it is your turn to go first.
Poison.
I forget. Oh, well. Somebody go.
I'll go first. Poison.
Poison.
All right. Gary?
Poison.
John?
Oh, I get 2 votes? Poison again.
Didn't hear you say 1 vote.
All right. Poison.
Poison. Night Strike?
Poison.
Ellis?
Poison.
Scotsman?
It's not even needed, but poison.
It's unanimous. I wonder, is that because Bret Michaels is pro-gun? Just out of curiosity. Wow, nice fucking answer from somebody.
What did you say?
I said, is everybody going Poison because Bret Michaels is pro-gun?
No, I'm going with Poison because it's a better song.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Curious.
Next.
Yeah, the next one we have the second appearance by Guns N' Roses, "Sweet Child of Mine" versus "Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone" by Cinderella.
Damn.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Scotsman, we'll start with you this time.
I'm gonna go Guns N' Roses.
Okay. Ellis,
You never vote against Guns N' Roses.
Night Strike.
Just skip me.
I take it you don't like either song?
I'm not. I give my vote to Ellis.
He doesn't want to vote against Guns N' Roses.
No, we're not playing this. Give your vote for somebody else. Either you abstain or you vote.
Okay, well then I'm abstaining because I don't want to vote for either.
Okay, John.
What kind of stain is he making?
He's a cut stain.
Geez, this one is hard. Wow, they're both really good songs. The first one,
So you're going Guns N'
Yeah, okay.
Guns N' Roses, yeah.
Gary,
Guns N' Roses.
David.
Guns N' Roses.
Wow, I was actually gonna go Cinderella because "Sweet Child of Mine" is not one of my favorite songs of theirs, but it wins anyway.
But they're both really good songs.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not a good song, but
Yeah.
"Patience" is a much better song in my opinion.
Oh, I agree.
Oh yeah.
Well, we weren't talking about your opinion.
Actually, it's my bracket.
Well, I was gonna give my decision. I was gonna give my decision to Midnight since he's in the YouTube side.
Why is he not in here? He's being a little cunt.
There you go, Midnight. No, he took his kid out. He took his kid out to the park, so they just got home, so he's giving him a bath.
He's got a goddamn link, you know.
No, he just came home with his kid, so he's giving him a bath.
Yeah. He's just being a
Yeah, excuses.
Yeah, excuses.
Yeah,
That bath will be there anytime.
Way to go, Midnight. Being a bitch.
I mean, Rich has kids, and you don't see him, using them as excuses.
His kids are a little bit too big for him giving them a bath.
A little bit too
His
big.
kids are probably already clean.
Hold on. Rich's dinner is even ready, and Rich is still on here.
That's right.
Hey,
His
really?
wife is looking at him. Rich's wife is staring at him right now with the evil eye
No, she's not.
while his food gets cold.
Nope. That wasn't my dinner. I ate my dinner earlier, so I planned ahead. So let's see. Next we have "I Remember You" by Skid Row going against "Close My Eyes Forever" by Lita Ford with Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh God.
That's actually a hard one, dude.
David,
I'm gonna have to go with the Ozzy Osbourne, Lita Ford.
okay. Gary,
Skid Row.
all right. John,
Ozzy all the way.
Night Strike.
What are the choices again?
Man, people don't pay attention around here. "I Remember You" by Skid Row or "Close My Eyes Forever" by Lita Ford with Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm gonna have to go Skid Row with that one.
Okay. Ellis,
Fuck. Hold on. Let me think here.
Not right now.
damn it, I forget who said
No,
what.
I love Lita and Ozzy.
Damn, you forget who said what.
I'm going Skid Row, guys.
David, what did you say?
I said Lita Ford.
Is that a tie?
Gary, what did you say?
I said Skid Row.
Okay, John,
I forgot what I said.
I think you said Ozzy, didn't you?
That's
He's got
correct.
Ozzy.
Okay, Night Strike, you were
Skid
one?
Row.
Skid Row. Okay. Ellis,
Skid Row.
all right. Scotsman,
Skid Row.
it's well,
That's it.
yeah, I gotta break the tie here.
Oh, send it to the audience.
No, because I haven't voted yet. We have 7 people.
Send it to the audience. They'll make the right decision.
The audience, you
Ozzy
guys.
Osbourne.
We'll give my vote to the audience. But when I type go, give me your answers. You have 10 seconds.
If Ozzy Osbourne's in the chat, ask him who he picks.
Ozzy, if you're out there, make sure you say cunt.
I like Ozzy just fine. I just don't like that duet with Lita Ford at all.
I don't remember the Skid Row song.
Yeah, Skid Row was way better.
We got a tie in the audience right now. Come on, people, vote.
I ain't singing Skid Row. That ain't happening. I can't get up
We
that
got
high.
one for Ozzy, one for Skid Row.
Because Vanessa, you only get one vote. All we need, people, is one more person to vote. It's already been over 10 seconds. Come on.
Come on, fucker. Someone make
Ozzy wins.
The pickle said Ozzy. That's it. Ozzy.
Woohoo!
Actually, Lita Ford, but Ozzy was just guesting on it. But yeah, that's who wins. All right. Next, we have On the Heartbreak by Def Leppard versus Dreams by Van Halen.
Ooh, oh, man, that's tough.
Scotsman?
Man, you got a good bracket. Oof. I'm gonna have to go Van Halen, dude.
All right. Ellis?
I'm gonna have to go with Van Halen myself.
Night Strike?
Abstain.
John?
What are the songs again?
Seriously, is there something in the water in New York that you don't pay attention when people are talking to you?
What are the songs again?
I know. Yeah. On the Heartbreak by Def Leppard or Dreams by Van Halen?
Def Leppard.
All right. David? Or Gary? Sorry.
Van Halen.
All right. David?
Def Leppard.
And I'm going Def Leppard. So we have a legitimate tie now because Night Strike abstained. And when I type go, you people out there on the YouTube land, you know what to go. You know what to do. You've been through this enough on other people's chats. You should know by now. No, Vanessa, that's not a choice.
And go.
Hopefully there's a one-armed drummer in the chat.
Let's go check there's nobody on Gun Channel. So
No, there are people on gun channels.
there is now?
Yeah. There's me, there's Gary, there's Calaveras, there's you.
Oh, it's over here on YouTube side too. And you and Gary are in here, so.
We could probably just
Nope.
refer to.
Now we got 8.
Hey, now we got another vote.
Woohoo!
Yep, we got to
Yeah.
start all over.
If the
Yep.
count's over, won it.
Well, Def Leppard won it. There are already 4 people that gave it on the YouTube.
Good.
My wife coming in swearing at the guys. Sorry about that, folks.
Okay.
Just for shits and giggles, who would you have picked Insight if you know what the choices were?
Need to pick Garth Brooks.
Insight?
Insight, you there?
Hold on, what I miss?
Just joined in, but I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. Did you know what the choices were for the bracket for that?
No. What were the last 2 choices? I couldn't hear that. I was getting my sound silenced on my phone.
It was Bringing on the Heartbreak by Def Leppard versus Dreams by Van Halen. Def Leppard has already been called as the winner, but who would you have picked out of those?
I would have picked Van Halen out of those.
Hell yeah.
Damn straight.
And everyone on the YouTube side says they want to hear your wife yell at you.
Mine,
Who was yelling at the back, not me.
mine's gonna have to yell from Knoxville. She's still there. I'm back in Nashville again.
I'll tell her yell louder.
You just got married, guys. She's not gonna yell at him right away.
Yeah, give her a week.
She will. She's pretty loud.
They've been together before that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. This one might be hard too. You have Faithfully by Journey versus Patience by Guns N' Roses. To start off from. And we'll start with David.
I'm gonna go Guns N' Roses.
All right, Gary.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Journey.
Okay, Insight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Journey on that one. There's too many good high school parkings that happened with that song.
Oh yeah. Journey.
Night Strike. Are you going to abstain or go Journey?
Journey.
All right, Ellis, you're going Guns N' Roses, right?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm always going Guns N' Roses, dude.
Scotsman.
Journey.
You are a bunch of candy ass.
Journey wins.
It is what it is.
That's going to be Ellis's new sales line for every customer that comes in.
I want to buy a Glock, you candy ass.
Well, they are a candy ass if they want to buy a Glock.
Yeah.
Saying Glock is like going New York City.
Alrighty then.
Action.
All right, next we have Silent Lucidity versus With or Without You.
Wow.
Scotsman.
Damn. Mm. Wow.
With or without you. Come on, guys. We don't need to do the bracket on this one. Let's go. Without you. Let's go. Next.
Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to abstain.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
next
You and
one.
your dress also now?
Any Scottish Irish sentiments there? Nothing.
Nope. I abstain. I'm going to be an asshole and abstain.
You guys and all your stains.
Ellis.
Okay, who are we got up against here? I'm still stuck on Guns N' Roses, not getting that last one.
Are you drinking New York water? Come on, man.
Silent Lucidity versus With or Without You.
With or without you?
Was that two for you two? Scotsman made me forget. I don't know what we're doing. You twos. Who else said of you two?
No, that was one for him, and I abstained.
I
Okay.
said with or without you.
Okay, yeah, you were. That's one because I'm just going to skip over you because you already said it. That's where my brain was. Okay. Night Strike.
I'm abstaining.
Jesus Christ.
Insight.
With or without you.
Gary.
With or without you?
David.
I'm going for the one that I like better, and I'm going with Queensryche. It
No,
might not be the better song, but that's the one I'm voting for.
That would have been my choice as well, but we lose. So.
Is.
And you got my daughter upset.
Hold on. Who did that? Hee hee.
That was me.
You made my oldest daughter upset, but you know. Next, we have Every Rose Has Its Thorn versus Out of Mind.
Ooh.
That's a tough one. Wow.
Oh, that's easy.
No, that's tough.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's easy, too.
Kingpin.
Poison.
All right, Gary.
Sweet child of mine.
Insight.
Sweet child of mine.
John.
Every rose has its thorn.
Night Strike.
Poison.
Ellis.
You never vote against Guns N' Roses.
Scotsman.
Every Rose.
And that would be my choice as well.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Indiana boy takes it.
And poor Ellis is now hashtag not my bracket, ladies and gentlemen.
Any bracket that Guns N' Roses in, Guns N' Roses wins. Remember that from now on.
All right, keep it going. Keep it going. I got to jump off soon. Keep it going.
I Remember You versus Close My Eyes Forever. Or no, wait, we already did that one. Close My Eyes Forever versus Hank Green on the Heartbreak. You people are getting me screwed up. I can't do my own bracket right now. All right, bringing on the heartbreak. No, it's all right. Yeah, bringing on the heartbreak versus Close My Eyes Forever. Scotsman,
Hold on. What were the bands?
Lita Ford and
Lita Ford with Ozzy Osbourne and Def Leppard.
Oh, Def Leppard.
You said Def Leppard?
Def Leppard.
Okay. Ellis,
Lita.
Night Strike,
Let's go Ozzy.
John,
Chief Lupord.
is that Lita Ford? You ready?
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard? I don't know what to do. I was coughing. I didn't. Insight,
Def Leppard.
Gary,
The hearing impaired leopard.
David,
Lita Ford.
okay, and I'm going to say this is a hard one too. I really like Ozzy, but I like Def Leppard better than Lita Ford. So since Ozzy was only doing a duet with Lita Ford, and it really wasn't his song, it was her song, I'm going to go Def Leppard and they win.
Woohoo!
Here's for all the one-armed drummers in the band.
Well, he had two arms at that point.
Yeah, he did.
All right. Next, we have Faithfully by Journey versus With or Without You by U2.
Oh,
Oh man, now it gets tough.
yeah.
David?
I'm going with U2.
All right. Gary?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna go Journey.
All right. Insight?
I gotta go U2.
John?
U2.
Night Strike?
You too.
Ellis?
Journey.
Scotsman?
I'm sorry. What was the choices again?
Are you drinking New York water? What the hell, man?
No, dude. I'm trying to set up chat right now. I got to chat in like 25 minutes, dude. I'm fucking busy.
His water's almost
It's U2 versus Journey.
Oh shit! Really, Journey?
Ooh.
And I would have went Journey as well, but U2 already won.
Woohoo!
Huh?
Bullshit!
See, 4 and 4.
Bullshit bracket! Bullshit!
Oh, yeah.
That's what
I
happens
did.
when you don't pay attention.
I could have swore there were at least 4 votes for Journey.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about Insight making it 8 in the chat, in the panel. My bad, fellas.
Nice going, Insight.
good at that.
All right.
Hey! Don't be picking on my brother. I'll come kick your ass.
All right. Well,
Con-
ladies out there in the YouTube, your turn to get a vote. Go.
Did you type go?
Yes, I did.
10,
That's not showing.
9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1.
Gary, you don't get 2 votes.
Nobody voted yet.
The people voted Journey. Journey wins. He's the only one who voted.
Journey.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Journey wins.
Journey.
All right,
All
what's the next one?
Poison versus Def Leppard.
What are the songs?
Yeah.
Every rose has its thorn, which you should know by now because we've been through this 2 times already. And Bring It On the Heartbreak.
Every rose has its thorn.
It wasn't your turn, John.
Yeah, John.
Hey, John, shut up, you cunt.
Scotsman,
Every rose.
all right. Ellis,
Every rose.
Night Strike.
Ah,
I abstain.
There's no more room for stains on your dress. You have
all
to
right,
pick
all
it.
right. Every rose.
John,
Has its thorn.
Insight.
Every rose has its thorn.
Gary,
I'm going to be the dissenting vote and say Def Leppard here.
Son of a bitch.
Bite me.
Gary, quit being a cunt.
Give him the finger.
Give him the bird.
Hey guys, let King have his say.
Roses are red.
And that would have been my choice as well. So yeah, the one dumbass that had to go and say Def Leppard spoiled it. But yeah.
I wonder which one that was.
Woo!
All right, guys. Now, if there's two bands that say 80s more than these two, I don't know which one it is. We have Journey versus Poison. And we will start with David.
Poison.
Gary.
Journey. Every damn day.
Right.
Night Strike.
I'm going Journey.
What? What'd you say?
Journey. Yeah.
John.
Journey.
Night Strike.
Journey.
Ellis.
Poison.
Scotsman.
Journey.
Journey wins it. I would have said Poison, but Journey wins. There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Believe by Journey takes it. And not surprising, they're the ones that started the whole power ballad thing, depending on who you ask in the 80s. So it's only fitting that they win the power ballad bracket.
Right on.
All right, hey Rich, brother, I appreciate the link. I gotta jump out.
Yeah, no problem.
I got shit I gotta do, as I'm sure you know.
Yep.
But I really appreciate it. It was an absolutely awesome bracket, and thank you for having me. And
Yeah,
everyone else, appreciate you showing up. Appreciate the side chat. You guys rock. Keep rocking it. And if you guys want to jump over and see me on Foreign and Domestic, we appreciate it, and we'll see you there. Appreciate it, man.
See you later, Scotsman.
Later. Thanks for coming. All right. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about real quick? If not, we can cut this off.
Ouch.
Painful.
The guy who
Arena Bubba said, yeah, we can cut this off.
he's a chicken, I tell you, a giant chicken.
Flipping the bird.
Hey, how come my daughter gets the reference but nobody else ever does? She wasn't even alive when the cartoon came out. You all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Sorry.
General Pooh regards a giant chicken, I tell you. And the guy who said it was Colonel Sanders.
Yes, the greatest chicken in the world.
Yes, sir.
Nobody remembered Pooh from Animaniacs. People.
I remember the Animaniacs.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
It's time for Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids watch.
I can sing, and that's a fact.
We're disguised to look like human guys, but not a man here. Chicken.
We're Animaniacs.
Wow. Somehow I missed out on that one.
I miss the Animaniacs. They need to bring this shit back.
It's on.
I had their 50 States song as the answer machine to my first phone number when I was a kid.
Nice.
On Netflix. My daughter says it's on Hulu now. Yeah.
Hulu?
Hulu.
Hulu?
Hulu.
Hulu. Hulu.
Hulu. I don't know. Who's Hulu? Are we going to go down the whole who's on first and third base? Woo!
I don't know.
He's on third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Third base.
Who?
Watts on second.
What are you asking me for? No, he's the pitcher.
Yeah. That was one of the greatest comedy skits of all time.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yes, it was. I used to have the transcript of that.
So did I. In fact, when I was in drama class in high school, me and a friend of mine actually did that whole skit. That was
Perform it now.
we did that for our final grade.
Wow, that must have been some really hard work.
It was difficult.
Keeping all that straight.
That was not pleasant. Got a lot of laughs, but trying to remember, which part goes where.
Didn't your parents teach you?
You are an ass.
Thank you very much.
He is from New York, so
Oh, so
there's not a lot of nice people there.
Start
Hey,
spreading the news.
He popped in. How you doing?
I am the guy that keeps saying that if I win the lottery, I'm moving your ass out of New York. Well, I think I might change my mind. If I win the lottery, I'm going to move your ass to China.
I'm gonna say move him to New Jersey.
Oh God, no.
California. I'll move you to
Alice, this is a good one to win right now.
Yeah, I will move you to California, John.
That's just evil, man. That's just evil.
Some little border town,
Okay, I can go to the border towns.
I know what we can do. We can sneak him down to Brownsville, and he can live in Matt's attic.
Hell no, I ain't living in no attic that Matt lives in the same house. He's gonna start shooting that shit up.
Yeah, he shoots through the ceiling, man.
Yeah.
The 22B is gonna come at you.
I don't know what the hell's gonna come at me. Matt shoots everything in the ceiling.
No, just
Now, how do you know that?
everything else goes out the window.
I'm getting in the basement if anything.
They don't have basements in Texas.
They don't have basements in Texas.
No
Yeah,
basements
Alamo
in
does.
Texas.
All concrete slab.
No, they don't.
But now you could be the first to have a basement in Texas. I mean, you could put one in, I'm sure.
Or a big one. They might call it a grave, but
Or a foundation.
It'd be okay. Either way, you'll survive.
I will survive as long as I know how to love. I know I'm still alive.
Yeah.
What'd you do with that money, John Z?
If you don't have a basement, where does the toilet go? Rupan asks.
saw that. Rupan, not everybody keeps their bathroom in the basement.
No, in Texas, they still use outhouses, John.
I don't think
wasn't John
John's
that
ever
was
seen
asking
an
that. It was
outhouse.
Ethan that was asking. John was just repeating it.
I've seen outhouses.
When I was a kid, I had to use several of them.
Oh yeah. The
Well,
old
you know,
Roebuck. Sears
living
Roebuck.
in the backwater of West Virginia.
Yep, exactly.
West Virginia is so awesome.
Yes, it is. I agree.
It's interesting.
If you've never been there, I would highly suggest a visit.
I live here, so I mean.
So, guys, not to take over the show or anything, but we've got a guy in here that just got married. I think we owe him some congratulations.
Who married Ellis?
I already told him congratulations.
Oh, got married?
Ellis
Mike
was
Mike
taken.
went and got married to his box of life.
Yep. Ellis was taken.
Yeah.
No comment on that one.
Congratulations, Insight.
Thanks,
we,
Ellis.
we are all happy for you, brother.
Yeah.
Congratulations! Woo!
Congrats, Insight.
Hand clapping emojis.
In America.
Where are the clapping emojis, people? Come on.
Did she see that comment I left on your video?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She laughed.
Does she know it's customary that when you get married, you live together?
Yeah, we kind of have this, kids and
There's no love out there on the YouTube.
my elderly mom over here in Middle Tennessee. So we're going to be back and forth like we have been 3 years of dating. I'm just going to keep burning the interstate up.
Hey, you know what it is, John?
One way to do it.
They've come up with a plan to make their marriage work. They're just going to live in separate houses.
She's glad to get rid of me.
That's a foolproof way to make a marriage work, is it?
That's
I
how
was saying, do you have a chat tonight? Don't you have a chat tonight? You got a chat.
Well, Roop has anyone out there on YouTube side showing any love for you and your missus. He's out there saying congratulations and doing 4 clapping emojis.
Thank you, Rupin. Thank you, buddy. Jared, it's really appreciated. I don't have it pulled up, so I can't see the side chat, but thanks.
we got you back, man.
And Fine Ape gives you 1 clapping emoji and says your life is now over.
Your life is over. Life as you know it. Yeah. Here's the interesting thing is she's figured out a way to hold on to me for 3 years. She loves my kids and she pays for my range time. She's got me an annual membership. So she knows how to keep me coming.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
That was a little too personal, but thanks.
And he tosses the volleyball up softly.
It puts the lotion in the bucket.
You put your own foot in your mouth that time, brother.
I did. I
We
got
just
it.
jumped on it.
Yep. Sandra, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
Or
Yeah,
you're gonna be.
you can spank him. You can spank him when you see him. Make
No,
sure you- you record it.
No, me, spank me, no.
Spank me now. Spank me now. No, wait till we get home.
Apparently, John, your laugh is contagious because translates just you laughing, that's him laughing.
Woo!
Just make sure when you start the spanking process, you videotape that shit.
Alice
Yeah.
knows.
Fine Ape wants to know if that's how you ended. Isn't that how you ended up with 3 kids in the first place?
I'm not sure how that happened. I forget.
There you go, Fine Ape. He has no recollection of how he showed up one day.
You know, 55, you start forgetting things. So I think we're past the potential for that to ever happen again. Ooh, silence the crew. That was a good one.
Nah, we just got nothing left to say.
Night Strike, hey, I may have missed the beginning. You didn't get any kind of wind damage or anything out of the passing of the storm, did you?
Dude, I got a wet sneeze is what I got.
Yeah.
Is that
So
what they
it kind
call
of
it?
went around.
We only got a little bit of wind, and it wasn't that much, and we only got a little bit of rain. It wasn't that much.
Good.
You sound disappointed.
Kind of.
We actually lost power for a while. Had a
Yeah.
branches snapped and
Yeah, I lost power for 4 hours. That was it.
That's good. That's definitely good. I've got friends that were down at Cape San Blas down there near Port St. Joe and all that stuff. They actually were at my wedding, drove through the night, got down there, and they were there about 5 hours when they got the mandatory evacuation notice. They moved to Tallahassee for one day, and then they got told that there was a mandatory evacuation out of there and ended up back in Knoxville. So they got chased all the way back north.
Wow.
Now, Midnight, you done been told once, you fool. You got a link. You want to comment? Get your ass in here.
Yeah. You know, that reminds me, since we're talking about Inside Freedom and his new marriage, congratulations. He's actually from the city I live in.
This is true. I'm a Walteburian.
Yep. That's where I live right now.
Hey, I think I've
That's why we moved away.
They still do the Warthog Festival in Walterboro. Or is that long gone?
They do the Rice Festival still.
Right, just the rice. Okay.
Just the rice. They don't do anything other than rice, unfortunately.
You know, people find it funny when I've taken them down there in the past to know that was considered highland, and it was kind of an evacuation place for the rich indigo and rice farmers who made their way up to the highlands of Walterboro to get away from mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're here. The mosquitoes are here still.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, they used to come through the night with the trucks and fog us when I lived there.
Dude, I live right next to the golf course. Of course they're here. My property has a creek, and and the back part of my property goes up into the Ashpoo River. There are mosquitoes out the ass.
Yeah.
They're as large as pterodactyls.
We used to float the Edisto all the time.
Yeah.
I love that. Floating with the water moccasins up on the cypress stumps and stuff, and the little alligators all over the place. That was fun.
Yeah, no, that's not fun. I don't want to be anywhere near an alligator unless I got a rifle.
No.
Knife says he's here for the gangbang.
They don't bother you night.
No, they don't bother you as long as you can outrun them.
I remember just down there, just downstream from the old Edisto restaurant, going down and learning to water ski on the Edisto River, and I fell over on a sandbar on the opposite side of the river, and I could look around and see little snakes swimming around in the water where I fell down. I think I was close to walking on water.
And Rupan, if you're going partying with knives, don't forget the chocolate, man. You'll have a friend for life.
It's true. He loves his chocolate.
Well, guys, I do appreciate the condolences or congratulations, whichever way you go. But I also have a commitment over on foreign and domestic, and have to.
Yeah, they can make do without you.
Well, congratulate to you too.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Ghost, you had a link too,
Hey,
man.
Insight.
Late butt in here.
Y'all have a good one.
You too,
Have a good
Insight.
day, brother.
Nice having you on.
Thank you.
Hey, Ghost, you done went and you missed our great bracket tonight, man. It was a good one.
I think he was here for part of it.
Was he?
Yeah, he was here.
Yeah, I saw him poke his head in the chat earlier.
You know what we ought to do? Do
Another-
a bracket on the best gun channels from Gun Channel.
What?
What?
Oh,
What?
then I'd
Do a
have to
bracket
be
on the
exempt
best
from
gun
that.
channels from Gun Channels.
Yeah,
That's bound to piss people off.
Well, my channel would just be exempt.
All the channels on Gun Channels are awesome. So if you're not subscribed to Gun Channels, go there and subscribe now.
Yeah,
It's
go
free.
there and subscribe to Gun Channels, you lazy bastards.
It's
You-
free.
Yes,
Do it.
cost you a damn thing. And there's the link to my channel over there. So there.
And you can do like I'm going to do. And when you order your parts for your AR-10, make sure that you go to guntube.org to get your link for Palmetto State.
Oh, and by the way, guys, when you join Gun Channels, you get laid.
By Ellis Hatfield.
Unless your name's Night Strike.
Oh, come on, cousin. Harsh. That is harsh, man.
Night Strike will share his stain with you.
What did you step into, Ghost?
I don't know what's going on, guys. A little
I don't know, and I've been here for several minutes.
Several minutes. You've been here the whole show, man.
No, not quite.
I think they took the blue pill instead of the red pill.
So, did you catch any of our awesomest bracket ever, Ghost?
I caught a little bit on the way home, driving home, and all I gotta say is, I'm not gonna say that Every Rose has its thorn is a bad song, but holy shit, seriously, over Guns N' Roses, what is wrong with you people?
Thank you, Ghost. Thank
Over
you.
that particular song, yes. Would have been Patience going against it? No.
Oh my gosh.
I got burned out on Sweet Child of Mine because it was on MTV every 5 minutes.
You
Yeah.
never
No.
vote against Guns N' Roses. Ever.
I mean, if there's only 2 CDs that I can pick up, I'm going to pick up the Guns N' Roses. But, you know, the songs laid out the way that they did. So that's the reason I was going with Poison at the end.
Yeah, there was a really good, if I remember, on the way home I was listening, and there was a bracket between a top 10 favorite song of mine of all time, which is With or Without You. But I love Silent Lucidity. And that was difficult for me. I would have gone with or Without You just because it's a top 10 song of all time for me. But Silent Lucidity is about as good as it gets.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's a good one. My daughter was really upset that didn't win. That one, she was a baby. That was her lullaby.
It still made me do one of the things if I was trying to panic and actually calm me down.
She had colic and shit when she was younger. If I couldn't find my Empire cassette, I would actually sing it to her and it would calm her down.
I mean, who here didn't pick up a guitar back then and try to play the opening riff? I mean, who didn't try to do that?
A real bad diattack or something. You play that song. That's a surefire way to help calm you down.
You guys hear?
I could play that on my air guitar all day long.
I was a mad air guitar player, but I actually tried to pick up an acoustic one time. I can't play the guitar. But I tried to learn that opening riff, and that was I mean, you hear that, and you're like, oh, great song.
Now, if this was a 90s bracket, November Rain would have come in number 1 for sure.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Not Purple Rain, November Rain. Idiot.
I don't know about that one.
What won overall?
Journey, Faithfully.
Wow, interesting.
And if you go into the 90s, are you going to open it up to the R&B and pop, or is it just going to still be rock bands?
Dude, I couldn't tell you a single R&B song, so.
I say you'd have to throw some grunge in there too if you're going to do 90s.
Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby.
That's my favorite power ballad.
By the way, Ghost, not everybody our age knows the words to Ice Ice Baby. I don't know.
All right,
it.
stop.
I do not know that song. Every time it would come on MTV, the mute button got hit, or the volume got turned off on the TV, or the channel got changed. I could never stand that song.
All right, stop. Celebrate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Something.
John,
Doesn't
don't
hold me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly.
I will mute.
Didn't hear all the brackets. This was 15 rock ballads. Please tell me that either 18 in Life or I Remember You by Skid Row made it. Either one.
I Remember You was on the bracket.
Fantastic. That's a great song.
It lost the first round to Close My Eyes Forever by Lita Ford with Ozzy Osbourne.
Ooh, I don't disagree with. I mean, I could go either one of those. Especially back then, Lita Ford was smoking hot.
When Vanilla Ice came out, all my friends, we all dressed up the same way with the same hairdo. It was the funniest thing.
He actually went to one of my rival high schools in Dallas. He went to R.L. Turner and I went to Plano.
You mean he wasn't from the streets?
No, he was from suburbia. He was from suburbia of Dallas, man.
Yeah, I would show you the bracket and how the voting went, Ghost, but it won't let me screen share.
I'll go back and listen. I like listening to stuff like Monday mornings and all that. When I get up and I'm at work, whatever, I'll throw my earbuds on, so I'll listen to it in the morning.
When I feel like listening to some Vanilla Ice, I go to Never Enough Ammo's channel.
Oh God, not that.
Well, he's always watching Nothing Fancy.
Look there.
If I'm going to listen to that riff, I'll listen to the original song, Under Pressure.
Under Pressure. Dun, 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 dun.
Lot better song.
Yep, David Bowie with Queen.
Hell yeah.
It was
a lot better band.
I think he had to pay David Bowie quite a bit of money, didn't he?
Yeah, he got stuck for that pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Bowie and Queen both screwed him because they co-wrote it together, but it was on the David Bowie album.
Right. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they co-wrote it. I thought it was just on it. I didn't know they co-wrote it.
Yeah, they co-wrote it with David Bowie.
Oh, okay.
Those were the good old days.
David Bowie songs are out there. Like you hear them by some other artist, and they're like, "Man, that's a great song." David Bowie and probably Bob Dylan are the two people that have some most iconic songs ever that people don't know that they wrote.
Yeah, the perfect example, All Along the Watchtower.
Exactly.
Jimi Hendrix.
Everyone thinks that's a Jimi Hendrix song. It's actually a Bob Dylan song.
Jimi Hendrix played that, and then after Dylan heard the way Hendrix played it, he started playing it that way.
Yeah, I saw an interview. He said he never played it the original way the same after he heard Hendrix.
Yep, because originally he wrote it as an acoustic song. Yeah. When he heard Hendrix played electric, he's like, "Damn, that sounds better than the way I've been playing it all these years." And so he started playing it that way.
Knocking on Heaven's Door was Dylan.
Yep.
Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Pat Garrett and Bill.
That are like, just born 25 years ago think that Guns N' Roses was original. Nope.
Nope, it was Bob Dylan.
That earlier.
Guns N' Roses did it a hell of a lot better.
And
I
that
agree with that.
Arguable.
that's
No, it
arguable.
ain't arguable because I cannot
The
stand
album
Bob
version,
Dylan's
the
voice.
album version, the Dylan version is
Now,
better.
Hatfield, you shut your mouth.
Version-
Yeah, I'm no fan of Bob Dylan's. He's
You're-
annoying.
The hell?
What's wrong with you people?
I hung out with a bunch of hippies in high school, and they always tried to put Bob Dylan on, and I wasn't having it.
My mother was a big Bob Dylan fan, so I grew up with it.
Yeah, I love Dylan. I'd tell you another one that people don't realize. Remember the song Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor?
Nothing
Yeah, Prince wrote that.
Yes.
You know who wrote that? Prince wrote that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. But the greatest version of that ever, go look up on YouTube if you ever want to hear just one of the most beautiful songs ever recorded ever, is Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. Chris Cornell did an acoustic version of Nothing Compares to You in a studio. It's on YouTube. It's the most beautiful. I think Chris Cornell had one of the best voices in the history of music.
Cornell is one of my favorite vocalists of all time.
Of all time. And he did that, and it's unbelievable. Just go check it out sometime. It's definitely worth a listen. That was definitely worth a listen.
Excuse me.
That was not a good vocal, John.
Sorry.
There's some girth to that one.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So Johnny, what's up, my man? How you been doing?
Chilling like a villain, homie. What's up
Right
with
on. Styling and profiling. You know how it is.
Right on, right on.
So, Ghost, what happened with your gun yesterday in that video?
Fucking squib, dude.
Wow.
What did Squib do?
Squib found my chamber.
Damn it, Squib.
How did Squib break himself down to where he could get into your chamber?
I don't know. That's the first one I've ever had, though. And I was really, really lucky because it only went about a half an inch down the barrel. So it wouldn't hit the next round chamber. But if that would have gone another half an inch, I would have never known. And that could be really bad.
Squib jokes. She doesn't know that there's a gun channel never named Squib Load.
Oh.
So is that gun toast? Like, is it done, or can you just swap out the barrel, or what?
It was fine. Nothing happened to it.
He was able to eject the rounds.
Yeah, I had to get my cleaning brush, the little, the brass little, I don't know what you call it, but the extension on the cleaning brush. And I took the brush off and just jammed that to get the projectile out. But it was only like a half an inch down, so the next round couldn't chamber, so nothing happened except for the fact that it got stuck in there. Had it gone another about a half inch down the barrel, and that next round would have chambered, that would have been bad news.
You said there was no powder in it. Was that what you said?
No, yeah, because I didn't know at first what it was. Then went back and was listening to the video, and I heard a pop. So I know that the primer went. So there had to have been no powder in that.
Yeah.
Because if the primer failed, then it wouldn't have popped, but it did pop.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got lucky, man.
I got lucky as hell, man. I let my ammo guy know that, and he was like, "Oh shit, seriously?" I was like, "Fuck yes, seriously."
Man, now I'm leery to test that stuff.
No, I'll say this. I probably shot like 25,000 rounds of his, and that's literally the first thing that's ever happened, like ever. So
Okay, it's not a perfect science. It happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
it does.
Nobody's perfect.
What very well could happen is because he does mine by hand most of the time, so he says. And he very easily could have gotten a phone call and got distracted or something and came back to it and
forgot to check it. Yeah.
Check
it, yeah, like earlier, I got distracted and I forgot who was voted for what. It's like, hey, let's start. I had to go back and ask everybody who they voted for.
That was funny.
Fucking amateur hour, I swear.
Seriously.
That's what Clover always says to me when I mess up. Oh, fucking amateur hour. Damn Clover. I'm glad his ass isn't on here.
Oh, yeah, because he'd let you have it.
I'm about sick of that dude. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Me and him had a nice little conversation the other day talking about bows, and I'm somebody that I could not hit the wall from where I'm sitting with a bow. I mean,
I don't know about bow. The only experience I have with bows or archery and all that was like in those little youth summer camps you used to go to, and they had those like plastic shit, you know. I've never seen an actual bow and arrow ever.
I told him, I said, if I was going to get it back into archery, I'd probably get a damn crossbow. Put a scope on it, have a trigger, you know.
I'm gonna say crossbow's a trigger, doesn't it? I do know that.
Yeah, crossbows are some serious weapons. Like that crossbow is not a bad idea to have, especially if you want to put a lot of arrows downrange real fast.
Oh, really? You load one at a time?
You get an expert archer, they can shoot faster than what a crossbow would.
Do they make a crossbow that's semi-auto and one that's fully automatic?
No.
All right.
But yeah, there actually have been. The Chinese had one where it worked on a lever. The lever, you would pull the lever back, you would cock it, and you would push it forward and would release. You would just keep doing that over and over and over again.
That's pretty cool.
Now, can you load more than one arrow at a time on the crossbow?
Like a multi-shot
None that
crossbow?
I've ever seen. No, not that I've ever seen.
Something I didn't know.
That'd be awesome.
It could be.
Yeah, and there was actually a box magazine fed thing too. You put your bolts or coils in this little box that was like spring loaded,
and it would crank.
It would push them up, and then they would catch the string when you pulled the lever back, and then when you pushed the lever forward, it would shoot, and it would just keep doing that until you were out. And it held like 6 of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
they had it on a crank, kind of like a Gatling gun, where they could crank through their magazine or whatever.
It was literally a lever. You pull the lever back and push it forward. Pull the lever back, push it forward. It was almost like working a pump.
Yeah, I've seen the one with the crank on it before. They're bad.
A crank bow, that'd be interesting. Huh. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that's got an archery store down the road. He's always asked me to come out and shoot some. I never have, but I've also heard if you don't do it right, then you could get hurt pretty quickly when you're first starting out. Maybe hold it wrong, and I've heard it can hurt.
There's an archery range a mile away from my house, and it's open almost 24 hours a day, but I don't have a bow.
I bet you they let you whip something.
Time to get a bow.
I could get it. My boss and his son, they all hunt with bows, so I could borrow one of theirs, but I'd rather go to the gun range. It's just a lot more difficult to go to the gun range than it would be the archery range.
I told you, man, you need to move across the border.
It's coming. I'm definitely considering moving to either southern Pennsylvania or, I guess, eastern West Virginia.
There you go. Go to West Virginia.
You move to eastern West Virginia, you can still, depending on where you're working at in Maryland, you can still keep your job and then live in West Virginia.
I know a backyard you could stay in if you move to West Virginia.
No, not anymore, John. I don't have that backyard anymore.
I know you moved. I know.
Yeah, I miss my range, man.
You still thinking about moving, John, or are you kind of stuck right now?
Oh, I'm still moving. It just, unfortunately, it's not as quickly as I'd like it to be.
Yeah. How's the job going?
Well, I mean, the regular stuff that I've been doing that you guys know about, I'm still doing. But as far as like the career thing, that's I'm still working on getting a couple of more OSHA certifications.
Oh, are you? Okay, I got you. Man, that's taking a long time, hasn't it?
Well, I got the forklift certifications already, so I can drive like 7 types of that kind of machinery.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a couple of larger machinery certificates.
You got your CDL too, didn't you?
That's correct.
You could always go and steal RL's job.
No. I only got a B license.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not doing the tractor trailers. Those are way too big. And I'm not interested in doing like.
There's a joke there, but I'm not going to go there.
I'm not interested in doing cross country.
So what's the biggest truck that you could drive?
Oh, any kind of box truck,
Okay. All right.
buses, casino buses, school buses.
Okay.
You know,
John can
Not-
drive.
not the-
I'm gonna
18.
get my tanker and tow truck endorsements as well.
Okay. All
So
right.
try to see if I can get something with that, if possible.
Midnight, if you're going to keep commenting, why don't you just jump in here, man? Seriously.
He's only commenting and waiting until he has to do his show because
Weird.
Yeah, well, half of us are going to be on his show, so you might as well jump in here too. Get it over with.
Yeah, what the hell, Midnight?
What the hell? What in the Sam Hill?
Wrestling.
I'm upset Midnight hasn't been sending me a link to his show lately. I've been really having a hard time sleeping.
Knives is hi, Knives. Enjoy any chocolate you have.
All right, boys and girls, I'm gonna go get something to eat before everything else kicks off. So I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Same.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you, bud.
Yeah, no problem, Ghost. You're welcome anytime, brother.
All right, man. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right.
Dead silence.
silence.
Nobody said the word cunt in a while.
That's because Scotsman's not here no more.
Scotsman
Yeah,
went
that's-
to start his show, so you know.
That's his trademark right there. Calling somebody a cunt.
Well, we were all like doing fake
Or
stuff.
bowl of dicks.
You had to be there for the pre-show.
Yep.
We got
Ladies and gentlemen,
you were late, and then you were even later. So
oh, I'm always late.
Uh.
Hell, half the time I'm late doing my own damn show. By the way, there will not be an Outlaw Hatfield show next week.
Why is that?
Why not?
Well, tomorrow night my ass has got to go to bed long before 11 o'clock, so I can be up at probably 5.
So have it earlier.
No.
So have it later.
you're up to your show and then go to work.
Oh yeah, there you
Do
go.
a 5 a.m. show. That
Just stream live from the job.
I will have to get up at 5, leave at the latest by 6:15 to get to where I need to be for the orientation at 8.
Yeah, my wife does that every day.
They're
So
not,
just
they're,
stream from your
they're not
phone.
doing orientation at the Richland store.
Nope, they do it in Somerville.
So just
Oh.
live stream from your phone when you're there.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to be doing an orientation, and I'm supposed to live stream that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
orientation, man. You got a phone.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure they would love that.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Hatfield, you're fired. I ain't even started yet.
I mean, that would be internet gold, though.
That would be good. What the hell do you think you're doing?
And then you've definitely got a live stream when you go home and have to explain to your wife that you got fired.
No one at the Somerville store has an accent, or a southern accent. They all have plain accents at the Somerville store. So
So they all sound like they're from New York City.
No.
Ellis all be sitting in there, setting up his tripod, and putting his phone on it.
What the hell are you doing?
he's not gonna. He's not gonna do anything. He's gonna get fired for. So guys, just calm down.
Thank you, Night Strike.
Well, I gotta be the voice of reason
Voice of
sometimes.
reason. Come on, guys.
if anybody asks to see a Glock, he's going to say, "Well, here's the thing."
Well, here's on the Glock.
I have said this before, and I will say it again. If somebody asks to see a Glock, I will show them a Glock, and I will not badmouth said Glock.
It's a decent gun for a beginner.
Video or it didn't happen.
You don't have one.
I didn't say I was a beginner.
Not even close.
No, yeah, beginners are better.
Ah, come on, guys.
I didn't say it.
No, I know you didn't this time.
Thank you.
Well, but you just open yourself up to it every time.
He does. I mean, he just. Here I am. Nail me.
What?
No, I do not do that at all.
Night Strike. He just said nail him. Just get to work.
No. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, guys, I'm jumping out of here. I would like to say thank you for the invite. It was a great show, hanging around with you wonderful individuals. I love you all dearly. Have a good night.
And good luck.
And his
Take
nose.
it easy, man.
Yep, y'all take care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good night.
Peace out.
Yeah, Night Strike went with him.
You done
Yeah,
pissed
he
me
said
off.
that was enough. He wasn't kidding you.
Way to go.
Nice.
I guess he went to nailing.
Nail him.
Oh boy, that just. Do you realize how wrong that is, David?
It
Family.
was funny. It was
Ellis
funny
says
though.
nail me. Night Strike gets off right after Ellis. What else?
That
Oh,
didn't sound good either.
Kingpin tells an incest joke and doesn't even realize he did.
That's why he's the kingpin.
Hey, I do what I can do.
See, we got the Kingpin. We need Patriot in here so we could have Daredevil too. He got a link. I just guess he's busy with this kid.
He might be judging all them videos that's coming in.
Oh, that's right. There have been a lot. Yeah.
Did you do a VR on cleaning that block of yours, John Z?
I don't know. I'd feel a little weird doing that. Although it would be funny if I could think of a good way to do it. But I don't know. If someone knows of a good way for me to do something like that, so it could be funny at
Not
least.
sure how you disassemble a one-piece gun, but
I know, right?
Yeah, this was all one piece. Yeah.
No, like some of you have done like
Can you
comedy.
get a cap gun?
Huh?
Can you get a cap gun? You know, like a toy cap gun?
Or
yeah,
a
like
caulk
the ones
gun.
I gave away on my channel.
Yeah, like the one Gary was giving away. Can you get something
No,
like that?
those are considered fireworks.
What?
Get a caulk gun.
Can't have the
There
cap.
is to God.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
What about a
can't have
squirt
those
gun?
in New York City, huh?
What about a squirt gun, like a super soaker?
Yeah, but I don't know how to come up with a good way to make it funny. At least,
Well, the
Like,
super
no.
soaker magazine could be like the water tank. And,
like what's his name did when Ghost sent him the little Glock keychain.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do something. I'm not creative enough to come up with something like that on my
Yeah,
own.
they could do like a super soaker because I can't see any possible way that they could say those are outlawed.
No. Super soakers are fine. The water guns.
You could like blindfold yourself and take like a baby bottle brush and clean out the water tank and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be funny enough. I guess for the contest it might make a difference.
In New York.
I know.
Don't feel bad. I still gotta get mine done. I haven't done mine yet.
What, your water gun?
No. I have an actual gun.
I know. You don't have to rub it in.
You move out of New York and you too could have an actual.
You've seen the gun I said I was going to do, right? Everybody, hello.
What?
The gun I said I was going to do for the video. You all have seen it, right?
Okay.
No.
Oh, I'm asking. Have you?
Yeah,
You haven't
no.
told us. How will we do now?
Yes, I have. Like a couple weeks ago. When I said
Anybody else?
Was I
No.
awake when you told me?
yes, you were awake, Gary. You were right there.
Oh,
I think I was in the shower.
realize I'm almost 60 years old, so I forget stuff too.
Eat this right here. The beautifulness that is the HK USP.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I remember you saying that now.
Yes, the 1994 vintage USP.
Rupan wants a link now.
I'll send them one. I don't have
I'm
a
sure
link.
now that you put an HK on there.
Okay,
Somebody send Ruben a link.
I got it. I'm on it.
Okay.
Cutting my apples for breakfast tomorrow.
You're cutting your apples for breakfast tomorrow tonight. No, I guess it's better than procrastinating and doing it tomorrow afternoon.
Then it wouldn't be the morning anymore if I did it in the afternoon.
That was
You catch on to stuff quick.
I know, right? The water in New York doesn't get to me all the time.
You're so bright. I bet your mother called you son.
She did.
Do you live in New York City?
Yep.
Like New York City, New York?
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I guess inside, I guess what you would consider city limits, the rules for firearms are different than
What
if you
borough
step
do you
across.
live in?
The only rule is they're not allowed. Unless you're either connected or a police officer.
Wow.
He lives in liberal hell.
Yeah, I mean, I joke around about Maryland being bad, but and it's terrible. It's horrible, but it's definitely not the worst.
Definitely not.
Yeah, at least you don't have to buy two 20 ounces for 32 ounce.
No, that everything's a black market when it comes to that.
That was absolutely stupid.
I know.
We're going to
But it's
32 ounces are bigger, but we're going to let you buy more than 120 ounce. Really?
Fucking Democrats, they destroy everything.
Well, he wasn't a Democrat yet at that point. When he still listed as a Republican at that point?
That was he was always a piece of shit.
I'm not saying he was.
See, that's the problem. Half the Republicans are just Democrats, but none of the Democrats are Republicans.
It's hard to tell these days. They're all three-faced, not even two-faced anymore.
All of them.
And I'm waiting to see now if we get a copyright strike. But everybody and their mother uses that music, so I can't see possibly how we could.
Yeah,
I think you can only get a copyright strike if you actually play it off some kind of copyright material.
I got a copyright notice on my 64 Impala video.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it said
What the hell?
it said that it wouldn't be playing in certain countries because of the I don't know what the wording was, but the big bold letters before I opened it up said copyright notice. It didn't say I got a strike, but it said I got a notice. And then when I opened it up, it said that certain countries won't play the video because of it.
Okay.
Because I took a video of a car that belongs to my parents. You know, it's not like I was on a Chevy dealership or anything like that. It was a car that we own.
YouTube is retarded.
Yes, it is. So, Rupan, how are you doing tonight?
Yo.
What's up, Rup?
What's happening, Rupan?
What's up?
What up? Good evening, gentlemen. Sometimes, David, sometimes it'll tell you exactly where the copyright strike is, so you can edit the video to remove that section. I had to do that on a stream. But yeah, John, I really wanted to do. You ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what I was thinking about doing is doing a blindfolded AR-15, and in the beginning of the video, I kind of come out and I'm like holding, I don't know, a mason jar in my hand, and I like trip and fall with a gun with a cigarette in my mouth, and then like the lights go out and you see a couple of shots go off.
We got a Jimenez booth up there. Does Road Cruise want a link? Anybody have his email?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, send Road Crews a link. Get him in here. Probably drunk.
Thanks, Gary.
Are you sober, Road Call?
Thank you, Gary.
I've actually gone through a few things in my head as far as like what I could do to like make a funny skit with the Block 1911, but I've tried a few things and I practiced it and it just didn't seem like funny enough to me.
Is that a yes you're drunk or a yes you're sober, Road Call?
A little of both.
Okay, since he said he can start drinking, I guess that means he's sober.
He's drunkishly sober. Or soberly drunk.
Ask him if he's drunk or sober, and he says yes.
He's kind of between the two.
He's not sober and he's not drunk. He's so drunk.
I know what it is. He's sober, but he thinks he's drunk.
I flipped up my rear sight with my EOTech, and I can actually see it when I do that.
Now that's with your eyes closed or open?
Open.
Okay.
Usually I have astigmatism. I think it's getting worse, and I think it's in both eyes. Because I don't know if it just affects like LEDs like this, but it's getting harder for me to see at night when I'm driving on the highway. Like all the cars have these crazy ass LEDs, and
yeah, go ahead.
everything's kind of blurry.
Yeah, that sucks.
My boss has got an LED rack on the back of one of his trucks, and it could be noon in the middle of the day. If he flips it on and you're looking at it, you can't see anything. It's just super bright.
My youngest daughter has astigmatism in her eye. I believe it's her right eye, and she can't see the LED in my Vortex Spark 2 for anything. It's just one big blob.
I was shooting with the EOTech, and I thought it was fuzzy. I had no idea, so I just kind of learned where to hold, and I know where to hold in the blob. And then someone was like, "Oh, dude, you should get it checked out." And I was like, "Wait a minute, let me take a photo of it first." I took a photo, and it was clear. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's a sure indicator. What you need to get is one of the prism scopes.
Yeah.
One-time prism.
How does that help someone who has astigmatism?
Yeah, because it's like a regular scope where the reticle is etched into the glass and it just lights up. It's not an LED projection on to something else.
But what also works is if I flip up my rear sight, my Magpul rear sight, it makes everything appear to be clear. Or if I use my G33 magnifier, it allows me to see through my EOTech and not nearly as blurry. So that's what I've been doing lately, but it's fucking heavy having the 5.52 that takes the double A's and the G33. Definitely adds like 1.5 pounds to the gun.
They don't make something that uses like the watch batteries?
I don't know, but this was like the G33 and the 5.52 were like $1,000. So.
Yeah, and Rocall, they do make glasses for astigmatism, but it doesn't help with the issue that we're talking about.
Did someone send him a link?
Yeah, I did.
What's he waiting for?
Got a link, man. Get in here.
Oh, it doesn't help? I thought
Yeah,
it did help.
Glasses don't help when it comes to optics. My daughter her glasses are for her astigmatism, and it doesn't help at all.
Yeah, I my glasses have astigmatism in the prescription too.
You know what is good though?
Go ahead, Rupan.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say when I put my glasses on, I can actually see.
Yeah, you can see, but it doesn't help with the optic.
If I use binoculars or something like that, I gotta take my glasses off, or I can't make them work at all.
Isn't that laser surgery that they advertise all over the place now for the astigmatism stuff?
If you want to send me a check, I'll get it tomorrow.
Well, yeah, obviously, that's not the price wasn't the. I was just saying, is that what that surgery is for? Is to correct stigmatism, or is
It's
it
eye
for something
it's eye
else?
surgery, and one of the side things you could help correct, if possible, is the stigmatism. Yeah.
I haven't really paid attention. I just hear the commercials on the radio all the time, and I was wondering.
And don't forget, a lot of people who have stigmatism also have cataracts.
Yeah, I got a cataract in one eye.
Yeah, I got it in my right eye.
That doctor said it just started. You shouldn't have to worry about it for 10 years.
But cataract is a different surgery than that. So
Yeah, that's fairly easy.
The cataract is when like the lens is getting fogged over, right?
correct. It's the actual lens itself that they have to work on.
Doesn't help that I got a piece of metal in my eye like a year or two ago, and I had to go back 3 times and have them scrape my friggin' eye, and I got a scar in it now.
Ooh.
So now I just curse when the shit goes under my safety glasses when I'm working on cars. I swear a lot then.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep. I had to have eye surgery because I had a tear in both retinas.
Ouch.
Yikes.
How'd you manage that?
Got smacked in the face.
Oh. I didn't know you were a boxer.
No, I wasn't. Somebody walked up behind me, smacked me in the side of the face.
And that's all it took, just that one time?
Yeah, I mean, they hit me hard.
Wow.
I don't know why. They just hit me and kept on walking. I never even got them. Like, what the fuck? My eyes were watering so bad. I don't even know who that was. It was like when I was 13, I want to say.
Oh, I was going to ask if they thought you were Richard Spencer.
Just coming right from the side with a fist.
No, it was open-handed.
Oh, they hit you like a bitch.
Handprint on the side of my face.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. I got to take a little bit of a break.
All right, see you later, Mr. Finger.
Say
yes.
Peck
Love
around
him the bird.
The giant
Show him
chicken.
your bird.
Row.
Roll call finally got in here.
What's that?
What are you freaks
happening,
doing?
What's
Get over
that?
here. My dog's out here chasing rabbits. He's going to chase something that's going to be bigger than him.
Yeah, you missed the really freaky stuff earlier when Scotsman was here.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime the Scotsman's around, it's freaky.
Yeah, it's a cunt of a show.
In the pre-show, we were really getting out of control. Oh, man. Everybody was talking in foreign accents.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. It's a shame nobody's at the pre-show.
Oh, you got to give her all she's got.
Good or all she's got cotton.
I'm a Dr. Jim, not a scientist.
You tell him, nay bother. Say, nay bother, Scotsman. Nay bother. Tell him to do some jump style.
Well, Scotsman was actually talking like an Irishman.
Yeah. We told him it's okay to be Scottish, and he goes Irish on us.
Yep.
Was he mad about the McGregor fight?
Oh.
McGregor's Irish, isn't he?
Yeah.
They were just joking around about that.
I thought the Scottish didn't like the Irish.
No, I'm making a joke. They were just what was he saying?
He's
He was
Scottish
just
if he spells it like. I mean, is he Irish if he spells it like he's Scottish?
Didn't you
he's
just say he was
Irish.
talking in an Irish accent?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got the joke, yeah.
Yeah. I don't see so.
I got a buddy who's Scottish and he hates Irish people.
What you guys been up to? Jesus Christ, I haven't talked to any of you guys in a while.
All right. So, did you ever get your tooth from Sarge?
I've having a little trouble with the living situation, but I'll go by there and check out the mail because I'm supposed to get like 3 or 4 packages, and I haven't been there for 3 days, so fucking. I hope I get it.
I'm gonna step off and eat, boys. As always, a pleasure talking to you guys. Thanks for the invite. Always a good conversation.
Take it easy, David. Talk to you later.
Have a nice day, guys.
Good night.
Flip him the bird.
Wrong person.
You gotta give him the bird. Show him
Flip
the
him the
bird.
bird. Show him the bird.
Bowling ball.
Cluck him the bird.
My bird was doing this.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
I tell you, a giant chicken.
Cluck, cluck, cluck.
Quack, quack.
Cluck, 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 cluck.
Where the skies look like human guys, but you're not a man, you're a chicken, boo. Boo dressed as a Confederate. That's a brilliant plan, General Beauregard.
I just realized my rail is like shifted. My fax and rail. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it's bowed up. That's not gonna help my zero, huh?
Probably not.
Most likely not.
How the fuck did that happen?
That's probably just gas.
Hey, at least they didn't do you during a competition.
Well, I've been using the EOTech, so the EOTech's not going to change if the rail got moved up.
When I was in junior RTC, we were getting ready for a competition. I go to make sure to zero. The goddamn thing was broken. I had to get the sergeant had to go that was in charge of that particular unit of our RTC instruction had to go and fix the site, and I had to re-zero it all over again with in 15 minutes before competition started.
That sounds about absolutely accurate for a military armor.
Hey, Rupen, it sounds like you're eating your microphone.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
This headset's garbage. How's this? Is this better?
Yeah.
I have to yell because for some reason it lowers my microphone a lot. The volume gets lowered.
Well, before I said something, it sounded like you had your microphone in your mouth.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Donuts.
Donuts.
When he's got a handful of cookies.
Did anybody see that faxing video from Iraq veteran 8888?
You forgot 1-8.
888888. Did you see the faxing video? That was awesome.
No, I don't watch this channel anymore.
Oh. I put 5,000 rounds through the fax and they like one mag after another, the fax and 10-inch upper. And they just ran out of ammo.
They were trying to do their meltdown test with it.
Yeah, they. I think it was a total. It was 5,000 something rounds, so like 131 mags. But they only had like 32 mags. So after that, they had to hand load them as fast as they could. They didn't expect it to run that long.
Holy crap! That's pretty good.
They need one of those loading things where you set the magazine on it and use the thing on the side to push it around.
I think they did, but what happened is it was just too. They just could not get, because it's just a blowback AR. They could not get it hot enough.
Does a blowback not heat up as quickly as a gas?
No, it doesn't have a gas system. It just uses it just blows back. So, and it doesn't have a locking bolt either.
Did he mention what kind of barrel it was?
Yeah, it's a Faxon upper. It's a Faxon pistol, 10-inch upper.
Right,
What
but
was
what did he mention? What kind of barrel it was?
was a 9mm one?
Yeah, it's a 9mm 10-inch barrel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, because it was a nut for 9mm.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
barrel's
Just
supposed to get hot.
they weren't using only one, like for the first 2,000 or 3,000 rounds they used all stuff larger than 115 grain. And then once he switches over to 115 grain, you can hear the gun shooting faster. You can hear the cyclic rate go up.
Wow.
I was just like, holy, like, what am I doing fooling around all day with this rifle caliber? I should be, I mean, I don't know.
I'm starting to understand why people pay as much as they do for the Faxon barrels.
I got a couple, and I haven't shot them enough to actually see the whatever. But I will say that it's great.
Apparently.
As
Yeah.
as far
Faxon
as-
barrels and FN barrels are two of the best barrels you can get.
Yeah, I love using the shorter gun there. I have the pinned and welded gunner barrel, and I have a pinned and welded pencil barrel upper.
The only person I saw so far do a video from the Iraqi veteran shoot was Big Gunner 81, but he only did like a 50-second video.
Yeah, did you see Mark in the video from Seeing Arsenal?
Yeah.
I got excited about that.
Yeah.
There's some guys over on Instagram that have posted pictures from it. Ivan Shows posted a few pictures. Flying Rich has posted a few pictures over on Instagram, and somebody else, if I remember right, did too.
I think I've seen footage from somebody else. I can't remember who though. I know I've seen more than one angle of that footage, and maybe it was just CNR, because CNR Arsenal posted some on their Patreon page. By the way, if any of you guys ordered from CNR Arsenal, I got my shirt in, my T-shirt in. It's got a Maxim gun on it. And it
Nice.
says world standard. So if you ordered a T-shirt, it should be coming soon.
Very
And
cool.
I got a Crozier Loves Blueberries bumper sticker. He named his guinea pig after William Scott Crozier, the
Cute.
the chief or the general or whoever was in charge of the ordnance department for World War One, like just before World War One or World War One. How many more times can I say World War One? World War One.
I don't know. Is this like I'm in Super Troopers where we're trying to see how many times I can say cat or meow?
Do I
I
look
just
all
watch Super
nimbly
Troopers.
bimbly? Do I look all nimbly bimbly, boy?
Yeah. It was how many times can you say meow? And then dumbass was like, "Don't you have a thing where you try to see how many times you can say cat?"
Super Troopers was a funny movie.
Oh, you saw number two? Number two was friggin' awesome.
I haven't seen 2.
Oh, I was very, very pleased. I was just blown away. I was like, this was a great. I was very surprised. That's all. Usually, sequels are terrible, but it was very good.
Let's see what time. I'm probably gonna have to start calling this, fellas. Midnight's gonna be starting up soon. Yeah, I know. I think all of us here get a link, don't we?
Yep.
Yep.
I sometimes do.
Oh, you are awake. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing some other shit right quick.
You got to quit doing the multitasking, man. Really. That is, we're doing the bracket, and he's multitasking, getting his show ready. The nerve of something.
Oh, hey, John, do you need a plow truck?
Okay.
Or do you need one?
I don't need one, but I'll take one if you want to bring it over.
I'm selling one.
Okay.
It's
Is
a
the
06
delivery free?
If I get to meet you, then yeah.
Okay.
But I want 15 grand at least. So
Not so okay.
John was all on board until you said the price.
with the plow though, John, plow ready, bro. It's got 86,000 miles on it. It's a 07 Duramax diesel. It'll be dieseling it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold off on that.
All right.
But if you want to stop by with it, you're more than welcome to.
I don't know if I can afford the gas prices in New York City.
I'll pay for your gas for the return trip.
No, yeah, I gotta keep the miles low for right now.
Roger that.
I've actually been working on fixing it. It keeps breaking. Shit just keeps breaking on it, which.
Well, that's a good selling point.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been fixing everything that's been breaking, so whoever's gonna get it is gonna get one hell of a nice vehicle. So, Richie, we're gonna end it.
I got a question for you three real quick since you're the only ones left. Next week, should we do part 2 of the Power Ballads bracket?
I'm in.
Come up with 16 different ones?
Are you going to share the screen this time?
I tried this time. For some reason, screen share just wasn't working.
No, I told you I was willing to screen share it for you. I know. It's your website and you can share it. I understand.
It wasn't my website. It's the website itself. You can't. If I gave you a link, it would just give you a blank bracket. You would have had to completely rebuild the bracket again.
Okay.
And screen share can't see it?
No, screen share wouldn't work at all.
Did you try doing your whole screen?
Yeah, I was just, the little screen share button here in Hangout. I'm clicking away on it. It ain't doing anything. It's just not working.
You need to punish that cat for peeing on your computer.
It's not my computer. It was my daughter's computer, and that was
You need to punish the cat.
We don't have the cat anymore.
You're talking about my Mac.
Yes.
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 Roll call, you want to jump into?
All you guys answer me.
Just say yes, roll call.
I think he went back to sleep. Oh, there he is.
Meow. Meow.
Right. Anybody got anything they want to plug? We're gonna have to start shutting this down because Midnight's gonna be getting going like in 10 minutes if he's on time.
Mr. Z?
Roll call, you want to plug anything?
Go to Midnight Range TM's chat after this chat. Do it.
Yeah, you do what he said. If there's anybody out there watching still, says there's 3. So, you 3 people head over to Midnight Range's channel. Yeah, because Fry's going to be doing something.
Oh.
I don't know what.
Boss.
So yeah, we will see you next week, people. And the cat is listening. And the cat is doing something. The cat is being really stupid right now. So anyway, yeah, we will see you over on Midnight's channel over there, peoples. If not, then we'll see. If you don't go there, we'll see you next week, or maybe during the week because we things that anybody who knows this by now. And I'm just rambling because what the hell? This has become This Week in Rambling. So say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Flip him the bird.
Bye-bye, people.
The bird.
Shall not be infringed.